from Toyota Center in downtown Houston. FSN Houston presents Houston Rockets basketball. And tonight the Rockets taking on the high-flying Golden State Warriors. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Worrell. Good to have you with us here tonight as the Rockets do battle with the Warriors. Tough matchup for the Rockets. They have lost the two previous games this season. And going back to last year, the Warriors have defeated the Rockets 4 games in a row. Now, Yao Ming had to miss the last game. That was a loss to the Utah Jazz. Tonight, Tracy McGrady will not play. He has the flu, so the Rockets right back to the starting gate.
Well, this is a tough matchup for the Rockets, and even tougher without the presence of Tracy McGrady. But the good thing is Yao Ming is back. So this team has been trouble. The two biggest losses all season long have been against the Warriors, 17 and 18 points. So their work is obviously cut out for them tonight, but I think they're going to be up for the challenge. They got new guys in the starting lineup. Louis Scola is going to start in place of Chuck Hayes, and so Luther Head is starting for Tracy McGrady, so it should be very interesting.
All right, Yao Ming, how do you get him open? You got to get him the basketball. How is he effective against this Warriors team?
Well, he hasn't been because they front him and they play a guy behind him. So they make it extremely difficult for Yao Ming to get the ball. But on defense, he can still clog the paint. There he is with the quick post up before the double team is there. I want to see more of that on the weak side. Here is Yao on the offensive boards. He can certainly do that. But as far as letting Yao post up on the low block, they are not going to let him work efficiently.
Well, Darren Williams ate the Rockets alive in the fourth quarter a couple of games ago, and now you got another one in Baron Davis, one of the best point guards in the NBA. Stephen Jackson from Port Arthur, Texas, is out on the wing. He is a three-point shooter extraordinary.
Well, both of these guys, these are the guys that get it done. They average the most minutes. There's Stephen Jackson, one of the best clutch shooters in the NBA. He is in transition, loves to pull up in transition, one of the best in the league. And Baron Davis is just another one of those 20-10 point guards who can beat you off the dribble, can beat you from the outside, just tough to contain. There he is just stopping and popping. They don't set up plays. You see a lot of transition three-pointers. They're very good. When they get hot, look out.
The problem, they like to run. They score the second most points of anybody in the NBA. They like to run, but they'll let you run too if you can keep up.
Well, they'll give up points. They give up 105 points a game. So if you want to run and be aggressive, you can play with them. But at the end of the day, their goal is to outscore you.
And that's what they normally do. Okay, it's time for the Toyota keys to the game.
Well, they got to get back in transition D. That's going to be a problem for the Rockets. They got to control the paint because that is their best asset. And if they execute on offense, they can beat this team tonight.
This is one of those games that counts 2 in the win and loss columns because the Golden State Warriors are right ahead of the Rockets as they're trying to get into the NBA playoffs. We'll be back with a tip-off in just a moment on FSN Houston. Again, everybody, and welcome back to Toyota Center downtown Houston. As we get ready to go, let's set up tonight's Southwest Airlines starting lineups. And for the Golden State Warriors, Stephen Jackson, Al Harrington, Andris Biedrins, Monte Ellis, and Baron Davis. For the Houston Rockets, they've got some changes tonight. Tracy McGrady is out with the flu. He will be replaced by Luther Head. Louis Scola will be in the game for the Chuck Wagon. So it'll be Battier, Scola, Yao Ming, Luther Head, and Rafer Alston. So we're getting ready for our annual indoor Houston Rockets track meet. And that was really fast. We'll be back. Hope you're ready to go in just a moment. Well, the Rockets going up, and that's a good mission tonight as the crew of the STS 120 is in the house, the shuttle astronauts, and joining them on the next trip, I'm sure, will be Bart Ennis.
I don't think so. You know, the reason the Warriors were able to win the first 2 games in this series, Bill, is because they were able to do a real nice job neutralizing Yao Ming in the low post by running a variety of different looks at him, double, triple teaming him, fronting him some, and that really gave the Rockets fits. And that leads us to our Geico quote of the game, and it comes from Yao Ming talking about playing these Warriors. He's obviously expecting more of the same. He said, I need to get more second shots. That's what I did not do well the past 2 games against them. If I can do that well, then they're going to have to put a big man in the game. But the real key for the Rockets, Bill, and you guys touched on it already, it was Clyde's second key to the game. They have to control the paint. rebounds, second chance points are going to be big tonight, and they have to convert their free throws. Against this team, you need every point you can get.
Well, you do, and they take the most and make the most three-pointers in the NBA too, Bart. But Yao is the key. He's averaged only 13 points and 8 rebounds in 2 games against the Warriors, and he's shooting only 40% from the field. He's only taken 20 shots in 2 games.
Wow.
So that's getting him the ball, getting it to him in an effective spot that he likes it. That's what he likes to do. Don Nelson, one of the best at cooking up those odd defenses to stop a big man. 44 years as a player, a coach, a general manager in the NBA. His 29th season as a head coach. And Nelly, with his second trip to Golden State, he was there 6+ seasons earlier from 1988 to 95. And he couldn't get along with a guy by the name of Chris Webber, so they jettisoned him to another team. And now Webber, they just signed him today to come back to the Golden State Warriors. He's in Oakland working out, will not join them until they get back off this road trip. But Webber, the 14-year veteran, will rejoin the Warriors to give them some inside strength.
Isn't it interesting how things always come back full circle?
Yeah, Nelly, they asked Nelly, would you have any trouble getting along? He said, heck no, he's a player. I like players.
He could be the missing link to get this team out of the first or second round and into the Western Conference Finals.
That's right. Yao wins the jump against Biedrins. Biedrins has been on a tear lately rebounding. He's a 6'11" player. Yao, there he is. He trails on the play.
Did you see the elevation by Yao Ming? I don't think I've ever seen him jump that high. He got up on him.
Wait a minute.
He never usually has to.
Maybe a Chronicle Daily, but not the Sunday paper. Al Harrington with a sweeping hook shot and a miss. Shane batted out to Rayford. Luis Scola making his second start of the season. And he started for Yao the last game. Now that's the shot. I think if Scola can make that 3 or 4 times, he'll change their defense.
Yeah, they're going to have to play Yao with one guy until Scola doesn't make that. It's going to be a long night for Yao.
And Baron Davis throws it away right over to Les Alexander, who could have reached out and made a play on it, but he declined.
He's over there smiling. He couldn't believe it. The pass was to him.
Come on, Les, you got better hands than that.
So you don't get many passes.
Well, Liz is telling him, I'm glad you didn't try to catch that. For Alston, penetrating inside. Nice pass. There's Scola wide open again. And this time he hits it. Biedrins is not playing Scola. He's trying to collapse down on Yao Ming.
Well, he's the back guy behind Yao. They're fronting him, and Biedrins is the guy playing behind him. Full attention paid to Yao Ming from the low block.
Baron Davis is close to the old school shorts as you'll see in the NBA.
I like that. I was a old school short guy myself.
That's because you're old school.
Stockton and I were the last to give it up.
Rayford I don't know whether he meant to pass that to Yao or shoot it, but he did it in between. And Jackson with a quick shot. They take the most shots of anybody in the NBA. They'll take 88 shots a game. And Biedrins is fouled on the play by Yao Ming.
Biedrins is one of those guys. He's a starting center. He averages 10 points by 9, almost 10 rebounds. But he's shooting 60% from the field, and most of it is on plays similar to that one. He cuts to the basket, and Baron Davis will find him for dunks and layups all day long.
He's second in the NBA in field goal percentage. And he's right up around 60% all the time. And in a game recently, he had 6 rebounds and he shot 60% from the field. You don't see that too often.
He doesn't get a lot of press in the Western Conference as a center. But you can see he gets the job done.
Well, he's a young guy out of Latvia, and he's in his 4th year in the NBA, so he's developing.
Playing out one-on-one right now.
And he turns inside with a hook shot. He missed it. And it's knocked out of bounds by Harrington. So the Rockets get a fresh 24. The Officials for tonight's game: Scott Foster, Courtney Kirkland, and Eric Lewis. Lewis, Kirkland, and Foster, the officials. Breathing might be a problem for Yao because he had that upper respiratory, and there's Scola drawing the foul from Andris Biedrins.
Scola did the right thing, going to the basket. He goes into the defender. He draws the contact. He's not thinking about making a shot because he knows he's going to get it blocked. But look at the great feed from Luther Head. Scola dives to the basket. He goes right into the defender.
Scola's only a 62% free throw shooter, but the more minutes he gets, the more he's going to the line. It's important he starts to make his free throws now. And the Rockets will have to have all the freebies tonight to beat this Golden State team. Houston off to a good start.
Scola cracking the starting lineup. And I like that. He's deserved it.
Yeah, he has. He's worked very hard. Of course, Chuck Hayes has too, but it's obvious that Scola, as Monte Ellis gets the jumper, it's obvious Scola has more offensive talent.
Yeah, and he plays great defense as well. He's a good defender, good rebounder.
There it is. Well, you're going to have to come out and pick him up if he continues to make that. That's all there is to it. And that's the reason he's in the game, huh?
Exactly.
That's why he started.
Good move by Rick Alderman.
Last couple of games, they hadn't even tried to guard Chuck Hayes. There's Yao, wide open underneath, and a good reaction by Luther Head. Beautiful pass by Luther.
I like the adjustments the Rockets have made trying to get Yao the ball more in the low post.
So Don Nelson has to call an early timeout to make his adjustments as the Rockets are off to a 10-3 start. Rockets up by 7 in the early going. Let's go up to the bullseye.
Well, guys, we saw that the Warriors are leaving Scola open. Now, here's Yao Ming right here, and Rafer's going to come over and set a little pick and roll. Let that happen right there. Now, as Rafer comes off, watch it when Yao rolls. Look at the player, Biedrins, who's guarding Scola. Let that happen. Now, stop it there. Look, there's two players on Yao. There's the wide open player. Rafer makes the pass. Let Rafer make the pass. That's the wide open shot that Scola has been hitting. He's got 8 points tonight. Let's see what kind of changes that Don Nelson has made in that timeout.
There's a steal as Scola ends up with the ball. Battier with the deflection. Alston puts it up and in. Rafer getting an early shot. So the Rockets have hit 5 of their first 8 attempts.
The Warriors will let you score. The middle of their defense is quite penetrable. Well, excuse me, you can penetrate on it. That didn't come out right.
Well, that's close. I knew what you meant. I think you invented a new word, but that's okay. Impenetrable is
That's the one I was looking for.
I think it was, but that's okay. I knew what you meant. Alston gives it up to Battier, and that's 3 seconds on Yao Ming. Now, that's a problem because when you pass up the open shot, Yao's down there looking for the rebound, and he got caught in the lane.
Yeah, the officials are looking at that.
Yeah, they sometimes look for it when you're in there 10 seconds.
Having a cup of coffee?
Yeah. Yao deflects it right back to Ellis. Ellis has been having some big games for the Warriors.
Yes, he's the third leading scorer.
He's a 22-year-old out of Mississippi, came straight out of high school, and they traded Jason Richardson so they could get him more minutes. And he has been producing for Golden State. Luther Head looking down, and Yao gets hogtied. Got the rodeo coming up. That would have been a beautiful play in the bulldogging contest.
Harrington looked at the officials like, what? What did I do? Look at that.
And a foul on Baron Davis. So a couple of back-to-back fouls on the Warriors. And Baron was already campaigning. He said, no, no, no. And the referee, Scott Foster, said, yes, yes, yes. 3 team fouls on the Warriors here early. Scola passes up the jumper, goes for the drive. Luis Scola. They put in Matt Barnes to guard him, and that didn't help him.
No, Barnes is really a small forward who's playing big to guard Scola.
Barnes a good shooter, however. This time he misses. Yao with a rebound. Rockets up 14-6 here in the early going, but that doesn't bother Golden State. They've come from 10 points or more down to win a lot of games this year. Battier with a three. And Scola with a save to Luther Head. And he's fouled at the basket. Did you see that save by Scola?
And that's what makes him special, Bill. This kid never gives up on the play.
Wow.
Just heads up, always alert. And Battier with the three, knocked it down. Look at Scola. Look at the hands. Look at that hustle. That's something you either have or you don't have.
Right.
You can't coach that.
Well,
he's alert. He's a very heads-up player.
He's the big Manu.
I agree with that.
He's a big Manu Ginobili.
He's all over the court.
Yeah, he is. You can see why Argentina's so tough to beat with Ginobili and
Fabricio,
Scola and Fabricio and
Nocioni.
That's a tough team.
And all of those guys hustle to no end.
Yep. Really enjoy it. That's part of the game.
Yes, it is.
Rafer uses that pick by Yao. Steps back outside, in and out. Look at Scola go get it. Another offensive rebound for Luis. A fresh 24 for Houston. Rockets off to a good start. Step quicker than the Warriors. Extra pass outside to Battier for a three and a miss. Quickly back down to Monte Ellis. Good pickup by Battier. Barnes has it blocked inside by the Rockets. Now here come the Rockets. 3-on-2 fast break. Luther Head with a reversal and missed. And knocked out of bounds by the Warriors.
I do believe the Rockets lead the league in missed layups.
You could be on to something. That hurts your average, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. We've seen them miss a couple every single night. But it doesn't get any easier than a layup in the NBA.
Well, Luther Head doesn't miss many 15-footers, does he? Nice inbounds play, and the Rockets off to a 21-6 run. Steal by Rafer. Rafer's got Luther Head on the right wing. All the way to the basket for Rafer Alston. And Don Nelson needs another timeout. The Rockets on an 11-0 run and a 20-second timeout taken by Nelly. But I like the starting five.
So do I. I tell you what, a lot of their points have come from the defense. They turn those turnovers into transition buckets.
I think the Rockets all got their McDonald's iced coffee before the tip-off. How about that? Everybody in the lineup has scored. Battier with 3, Scola with 8, and 4 apiece for Yao, Luther Head, and Rafer Alston.
Look at that. The Rockets have scored 8 points off their turnovers. That's awesome. That's how you win games. It starts on the defensive end, and their defense is stellar tonight.
And Rafer has 4 assists to go along with his 4 points, so he has done a good job of getting by Baron Davis, getting the ball into the middle of that Warrior defense, which can be a little soft. The Warriors are number 2 in the NBA in scoring. They score 109 a game, but they give up 107. And that's dead last. So they will let you score. They just try to outscore you. Baron Davis blocked by Scola inside.
Scola is all over the place.
But you told me he couldn't block shots.
No, he's not even averaging. If there's a weakness in his game, he takes a lot of charges. He doesn't go after many blocks.
Rafer with a miss. Steven Jackson. Petrus has checked into the game now. Harrington to the basket, draws the foul. Al Harrington, very athletic. This is a super athletic team the Warriors have put together here.
And they're young, too.
Baron Davis having some words inside with
Rafer Alston. There's some frustration on the part of the Warriors.
Rafer's not going to back up from that. He's used to that New York stuff.
Especially not at home.
Well, Davis is lighting him up a little bit. I mean, Alston's lighting Davis up a little bit early, and I think maybe Baron's taking offense to that.
Well, the game is very competitive. Trust me. Neither team wants to lose.
That was a double technical on Rafer and Baron Davis. And they're both over there, along with with Don Nelson, arguing with the official, Scott Foster.
If we can get one more take on Barron, I think that works in our favor.
You know, the last time these two teams played on New Year's Eve, Don Nelson got a double technical and had to go to the locker room. He ordered up a case of beer and got an early start on New Year's Eve, and his team won anyway.
Yeah, they sure did. He fired him up and then took off.
Leatherhead outside, waiting for Scola. Scola will post up on Petrus. Scola much stronger. Goes to the basket. And an offensive foul is called on Scola. Scola has played against Petrus before in the European competition. Mikel is from the French national team in his 5th season. He played with Tony Parker over there.
Barnes Diaz, pretty good group as well.
Yep. There's a miss. Rebound inside. Yao comes away with it. Rafer to the basket. Rafer Alston. And right back the other way, Monte Ellis.
Layup after layup. Get your running shoes on.
Well, the Rockets' run has been delayed tonight.
Not for Patty and I. Oh, no.
No, this pace is a little too quick for you two. Scola down to Yao. That's a beautiful play. Yao got isolation on Harrington. Beautiful pass from Luis Scola. And Yao already with 6 points. Harrington spins inside, and Battier picks up his 2nd foul of the game.
You saw the graphic. The Rockets dominating play in the paint.
Yep.
14-2 early in the game.
That's what you said they had to do.
Must do. It's the only chance they have.
What's the wrinkle? What are they doing now?
Yao's pinning this guy, and it's a lock and lob. He reverses. They reverse the ball. He holds it, and they throw it over the top of the defense. Now, that's a very effective play. They need to do more of that.
And they can't give him weak side help because Scola's hitting the jumper. Right?
Exactly. He's also making the pass.
They got him going and coming. Well, there will be adjustments, I'm sure.
Well, that's a great adjustment by Rick Adelman. I'm sure one that Don Nelson was not prepared for.
All right, Shane Battier will check in out of the game. Brooks will check in along with Bonzi. So Yao Ming will stay in the game along with Bonzi Wells. Luis Scola, Austin Brooks. Al Harrington, Indiana, went to Atlanta, came over to the Golden State Warriors. He's found a home here. He's 6'8", very mobile. Loves this offense.
Yes, he does. He can also shoot the 3 or he can post up.
There's Baron Davis, a little more interested in playing defense now. Rafer's been lighting him up. Scola works it inside. Back to Bonzi Wells, who's wide open, and he missed.
Notice the Warriors trap Scola with the double team on the low post.
Jackson sets up Harrington. Missed it. Quickly back to Bonzi. And Brooks will set up the offense. Look to Yao Ming. They're fronting Yao again. Rafer almost lost that basketball.
Yes, he did. Almost traveled, too.
Aaron Brooks missed it, but he missed it well. He missed it right to Yao.
That might have been a planned play. It looked good to me.
Well, don't put that thought in his head. He'll say it was. Monte Ellis takes it in. Yao made him change it. Scola gives it up to Aaron Brooks. AB floats it up and gets it back. Has it blocked. And then he bit Harrington's ankle.
Yes, he did. I think he was lobbing that to Yao.
I think he was too, and that's a great play. I hope he keeps doing it. Kind of a little bit like Darren Williams or Chris Paul as Yao puts in 2.
Welcome back to Toyota Center, where we have had a Rockets liftoff. They lead the Warriors by 20. 2:37 left in the first period, and the Warriors have just 3 field goals, Bill, so the Rockets doing it on both ends of the court.
Hey, Bart, I want you to find Commander Pam Melroy and see if we can get on that next mission
Are you game?
Shuttle flight.
Are you ready?
Yeah, they're here tonight.
All right.
They threw out the first. They didn't throw the pitch. They threw up the jump ball.
I believe we're going to talk to them a little bit later.
Are you?
In
Good.
the broadcast.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the Warriors aren't too worried about being behind. They have seen this all season long. In fact, they've trailed by more points than this and still come back to win. So you have to stay on them constantly.
Because they have a never-die attitude.
And there's the reason. Baron Davis, he'll start to look for the basket, and then towards the end of the third and the fourth quarter, he'll come alive. That's his first basket of the game. Aaron Brooks, Boston. Yao goes high for the rebound, and he's fouled. Petrus. Oh, it's going to be on Andres Biedrins. I'd rather see Rafer passing to Aaron Brooks.
You and I both.
Than Aaron Brooks passing to Rafer. And you know, I don't mean that despairingly, but you're looking at a three-point shooter in Rafer Alston, who shoots only 32% from behind the arc.
And he's really a reluctant shooter, especially in a game like this, as opposed to Aaron Brooks, who can shoot the ball. But Brooks is playing a little pensive to me. Look like he's deferring a little bit too much. He needs to come in and play his game.
Yao gets the free throws. Yao Ming already in double figures. Look at this. 10 points and 8 rebounds already for Yao, and we're still in the first quarter. So he's 2 rebounds away from a double-double. And we're not even to the second period yet. So he is heavily involved in this game. Aaron Davis to Rafer Alston. Long rebound to Jackson. Andres. No, that's Petrus.
Warriors have a lot of three-point shooters. Guys who will jack in transition or early in their offense.
Minute and a half left to play in the first quarter. Biedrins right behind Yao Ming. Yao is bumped. Aaron Davis back the other way. And he's fouled by and for Brooks. That's his second foul in less than 3 minutes.
It's one thing the Rockets cannot afford to do, Bill. There's Barron on the fast break. Brooks hits him on the arm, barely gets it. Good job by Barron of selling it. But the Rockets can't afford to have turnovers on the low post like Yao did. If he puts it on the floor, the Warriors are going to steal it. It's going to be a turnover. So that's, and it starts their transition basket. That's one way to let the Warriors back into this game.
Baron Davis is a veteran, but the smallest shorts that I've seen.
I like that.
I like that look.
This guy's not afraid to show his legs. How do you run with those big long shorts all the way down to the ground?
I have no idea.
They're like warm-up pants.
Yao taking it inside. And really, Yao needs to go to the basket. That was a kind of a fadeaway hook. And Davis taking it inside to Biedrins, and now they're starting to get more penetration.
That's what I think the pace of the game is taking. I mean, Yao is taking his toll on Yao right now.
Yeah, remember, he's been out for a couple of days with the flu. Scola, open, takes it inside for a tougher shot. Yao tips it. Yao tips it again. Yao gets it. Yao six. Yao goes up, and he's hammered. Boy, talk about controlling the middle. Yao Ming owns it. 10 points, 11 rebounds already for Yao Ming.
You see those hands on the knees. You know he's tired, but he's getting it done. Look at the great wall. 1, 2, 3 times, going up to 4 times. Finally fouled. That's what I love about Yao Ming, Bill. He gives you everything he has every night out. He
There
plays
you see,
extremely hard.
13th in points, tied for 7th in rebounding, 7th in double-doubles. Did you add this one? He's got one now, 27 double-doubles for Yao Ming. 12 points, 11 rebounds. And he's jumped up in block shots.
Warriors in a 2-for-1 situation.
Steven Jackson, big step to the basket, and Scola with the foul. Now they're trying to just get the spacing and break the Rockets down, aren't they, Clyde?
Yeah, that's what they do best. Create mismatches.
That's 2 fouls on Scola, 2 on Battier, and 2 on Brooks.
You know, one of the early knocks on Louis Scola was that he was foul prone. But to everyone's surprise, Scola has yet to foul out of a game in his rookie season.
Yeah, he's been getting them early, but he stayed in the game. C.J. Watson now will check into the game for Baron Davis. Watson has been down in the D-League at the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, which is where a couple of the Rockets went.
He averaged 26 points down there.
Yeah, he's was not drafted. He's out of Tennessee. "16 seconds left. Difference of about a second. Game clock. And Rafer will put the ball in play.
You know, I like it when guys are rewarded for playing well in developmental leagues.
Aaron Brooks down the baseline. Sets up Rafer Alston. Gets a good look and miss. Monte Ellis does not get it off in time, so the Rockets jumped out to an early lead as much as 20 points. And this is the second most points scored in the first quarter by the Rockets this season. 33-18.
Yao Ming already has a double-double, and as a result, the Rockets have a 33-18 lead after one period.
Rockets shoot 41% in the first quarter, but they hold the Golden State Warriors to 26% from the field. So the Rockets with a good shooting quarter. Now Aaron Brooks will be matched up with C.J. Watson. They played together for a couple of games down in the Valley. Biedrins with a miss.
And the Rockets did a great job in the first period of taking advantage of the open floor and driving the ball aggressively to the basket. Let's see if they continue to do that.
Carl Landry on the drive, jump shot, missed it. Monte Ellis lost the ball going up, and the Rockets will get the turnover. That's number 4 on turnovers for the Warriors. The Rockets have 3. That's the starter scoring so far for both of these teams. Now with a turnaround. Set himself, missed it. And Biedrins with the rebound. Watson. Steven Jackson lets Bonzi Wells fly by and then hits.
So patient. So composed.
You go by a guy that fast. I mean, why don't you just run up there to him and stop?
You're supposed to close out under control.
Ball knocked away from Yao, so turnovers bothering Houston. Watson puts it up and in. The young man that started 118 games at the University of Tennessee.
He's got a nice game.
Yeah, he came in with the Spurs and played in their summer league team last year.
Very quick, shoot the ball, and score.
Another turnover, but Landry saves it, puts it up, gets it back, and a loose ball foul called on the Warriors. Mikael Petrus gets called for the foul. It's the first team foul on the Warriors. Shane Battier will check into the lineup, and Yao Ming will come out, I think.
Yeah, he needs a break. Those hands are on the knees. I'll tell you something. Keeping up with the pace of this game is going to be a chore for Yao Ming.
Well, he had that upper respiratory infection that made him miss the game a couple of nights ago, so he's fighting that, but he has a double-double already. So he's played right through it. Luther head is fouled, it counts. Big basket.
That was a momentum changer because the Warriors were cutting this into this lead from 20 down to 10, and Luther Head has a chance for a three-point play, the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, the Warriors were on an 11-2 run, Clyde, so that was a big basket by Luther, and what he does best is shoot that ball.
Yes, he does. I like him when his feet are set, but off the dribble that time, he proved just as effective.
Rockets have hit all 9 of their free throws here in the first half. Warriors 6 for 10. Down low to Biedrins over Landry, missed it. Good defense by Carl. Aaron Brooks. Well, that's quick on quick, he and Watson.
I'll take Brooks any day, though. They don't come any quicker than Aaron Brooks.
Luther Head back to Aaron. Aaron sets for a three. Shot it too hard, and Biedrins is fouled by Bonzi Wells. We see that once or twice a game in the NBA. A guy will hold the ball up around his head, and somebody will swipe at it.
Yep, and get poked right in the eyes. Keep that ball around your chest area.
Double team on Ellis. Biedrins goes to the basket. He missed it. There was a foul called on Aaron Brooks.
Is that his third foul?
Yes. So I don't know if anybody told Rick or not, or he's just going to stay with him. Brooks with 3 personals. Biedrins had 26 rebounds against the Knicks back on January. That was 2 nights ago. Yeah, 26 rebounds against the Knicks. The most by any player this season.
But it would be against the worst club. Well, Miami's the worst team. The Knicks are a close second.
Guess who that's the most? Nice pass, Aaron Brooks to Carl Landry. Guess who had the most? Who? Since 31. 31 rebounds for the Warriors.
Who?
Go all the way back.
Larry Smith?
1983. You got it. Larry Smith, Mr. Means, had 31 rebounds, and that was the most since then.
Who also played for the Rockets and coached for the Rockets during the championship year.
That's right. Made his home here for a long time.
Great guy.
He's coaching now in the developmental league, I think. Back to Luther. 38-24 Rockets. Going to Bonzi Wells. He'll work on Pietrus. Nice move inside by Bonzi. Drew the foul. Who's it on? Pietrus?
Oh, Jackson. Oh, Pietrus. Number 2.
8:51 left to play in the second quarter. We have a timeout. Rockets up 38-24.
Welcome back to Toyota Center, where the Rockets lead the Warriors 38-24 here in the second period.
You wouldn't want to do that?
No, I am scared to death.
Oh, man.
I don't like regular commercial flights.
I'm really envious of those astronauts.
I'm in awe of them.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. One day, if they had commercial flights for pedestrians to go to the moon, I still would do it.
We'd like to do what Alan Shepard did, just go up and come down. And Pietrus goes for the shot. Nice defense by Bonzi. Luther Head one-on-one. Nice pass to Landry. Foul going up for the dunk shot. Good penetration and decision-making by Luther Head. Something this season that has been lacking in his game a little bit, but we know he can do it. And the early part of this game now, he's showing better decision-making.
Yeah, I think all season long, he's getting better and better off the dribble. And, of course, anytime you see an open Carl Landry, you know he's going up to flush it. So that's a good option.
Landry getting more minutes, more points, more rebounds. Now look at what Carl Landry has been able to do in January. 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 76% from the field.
Only like 12 minutes of playing time.
Yep.
It's called production.
First player taken in the second round, Carl Landry out of Purdue. Most of you fans know that and follow the Rockets. Biedrins with a miss. Landry right there for the rebound. Right back. Rayford, get in there, Rayford. Short. Long rebound, Baron Davis at the other end for 2. You better get back on defense when you shoot.
Yes, you better.
Landry.
On both ends.
Yeah.
I like it. See, that's what the Rockets have got to do. They got to capitalize on the transition basket, because the Warriors will give it up.
Mikael Pietrus with a miss, and the rebound to Bonzi. Luther's got it, 43-26 Rockets. Just over 7.5 left to play in the second quarter, and Luther gives it up to Baron Davis. Good defense by the Rockets. Shane battling for the rebound. Knocked away from Petrus. Up ahead to Rafer Alston. Luther head will fire up a three and miss. And the Warriors carry it out of bounds. Rockets get it back with a fresh 24 on the shot clock. Rockets are running more. T-Mac, if he handles the ball, will not run it up the court this fast. So the Rockets are moving the ball up a little quicker pace.
These young guys have got some energy. Luther Head coming in showing explosive.
Look at Landry go get it, and he gets on the floor and gets dirty. Couldn't save the ball, but look at his teammates over there encouraging him and helping him up.
And the crowd is chanting, Landry, Landry.
They have drawn blood there. So there's going to be a 30-second timeout. Problem with diving on the floor, don't go chin first.
Not if you want to play in the next game.
Well, Landry will sit down. Yao Ming will come in with Shane Battier. And Landry will have to go get some stitches. So apparently he hit on the floor with that chin. There he goes.
Oh, that hurts. You know, that's what I love about Scola and Landry. They have that go-get-it factor.
Yeah.
They have no fear. They are all-out, aggressive hustle.
They play with that hockey mentality. Yeah.
I like that. Chuck Hayes does the same thing.
Yep. I love Chuck Hayes. I love to watch him play. You know, the Chuck wagon brings so much hustle to the game. But what has been happening lately is teams won't even guard him now, so it's almost like playing 4-on-5. And it's been an uphill struggle, and I know the Rockets now are seeing if they can get a little more offense from Scola at that position.
Well, all you got to do is make a couple of baskets. That's a lot more offense.
And Davis with a miss, and Yao with another rebound. He may set a record tonight. He's got 12 already. Fonzie turns inside. Nice pass to Yao. Beautiful play.
See, that's the Rockets continuing to attack the basket. They've been proving that the Warriors cannot stop them.
You're right, Clyde. Attack, attack. Sometimes teams that like to attack don't like to be attacked back, do they?
Exactly.
That's the old bully mentality. Bully a bully. And a whistle and a foul on Luther Head. Third team foul on the Rockets. Luther has his first of the game.
See, Luther reached that time. If he had gotten there and anticipated the move by Petrus with his body, he could have picked up the charge. But instead, he moved his arms. Move your feet.
Petrus sneaks inside. Rockets went to sleep on defense. Battier on the perimeter. Now they go down to Yao Ming. Yao takes it up to shoot it. And got a double team. Petrus got the steal.
Yao can't put the ball on the floor against the Warriors.
Steven Jackson hits a three. And a timeout taken by Rick Adelman. 5:42 left to play in the second period. The Warriors on a 5-0 run, but still trail by 14.
Rockets lead the Warriors by 14 here at Toyota Center. Let's go up to the bullseye.
Well, we've got to look at the Warriors are in a zone, a 2-3 zone. There's their 2-3 zone. And look at Yao, he's wide open, so you give him the ball, but watch the defender come around the baseline side and steal it from the baseline side. So Yao's got to be aware they're coming from that angle and not put the ball on the floor, Clyde.
Oh, they're so quick. You know, you can't put it on the floor. If you do, the double team is going to be there, and it's going to be a turnover, which leads to a transition bucket.
Whistle away from the ball, and a foul was called on Andres Biedrins for holding Yao Ming, and that is the 15th foul on the Warriors, so Yao will get a 1+ on the bonus. And Biedrins has picked up his third foul of the game. Hey, Clyde, we want to send out all of our best wishes to Ryan Atchison and his wife, Teresa. They're at the hospital expecting their first child to be born tonight. Ryan is the strength and conditioning assistant here with the Rockets. He assists David Maha. They do a great job getting these players in shape.
Yes, they do, and it doesn't get any better anticipating your firstborn.
I don't know what Ryan's doing there. Teresa's doing all the work.
He's filming.
Oh, he is? All right. Film at 11, huh? So Ryan and Teresa, all the best. Hope everything works out great tonight. Rafer in the open court. Rafer, beautiful pass, and what a fake by Luther Head.
And look at the Rockets in transition. You got to love this. This is inspiring basketball.
Oh, Petrus missed the dunk shot.
That's what having Yao Ming around will do. It's an intimidation.
Even Jackson will fire up the jumper. And Yao picks up his 13th rebound of the game. We still have 4:49 left to play in the second quarter. Shane says, get down there, Yao. We'll see if we can get foul number 4 on Biedrins. Luther Head. A three-pointer for Luther Head. And 12 points for Luther. 52-31, biggest lead of the game for Houston, 21 points.
That's what happens when you just play basketball. Luther Head is just in a zone. He's not thinking too much. He's just letting his instincts take over. Look at him off the dribble. You leave me open, I'm going to make you pay.
Yep.
He knocks it down.
Hornets are waiting for the Warriors in New Orleans. Baron Davis, tough 2-game road trip. Davis gives it up to Biedrins for 2. But they have a string of home games coming up, so after they play the Rockets tonight and the Hornets, they've got 7 games at home. Ooh, the Warriors do. Scola taking it inside, knocked out of bounds by Golden State.
Scola is such a bruiser down there.
Yeah.
You may knock the ball out of his hands, but you're going to get hit. Baron Davis felt the brunt of that contact.
Well, the Rockets haven't had anybody like him in a long time, but he will put some bruises on you, won't he?
Yes, he will. The last guy was probably Otis Thorpe.
OT. Luther Head's open again, and he misses. Monte Ellis on the run. And he ran right into Scola to pick up the foul, and for Luis, that's his 3rd foul of the game. So 3 fouls for Scola, 3 fouls for Aaron Brooks, 3 fouls for Andris Biedrins.
Boy, he is a blur. Ellis is so quick.
Yeah, he is really something. He was a #1 draft choice over 2 years ago. Came right out of high school, Lanier High School in Jackson, Mississippi. And in 4 seasons, he averaged close to 29 points a game, had 4,000 total points in his career.
It's pretty special, and that's the reason he was able to come to the NBA. He'd be like a junior or senior in college right now.
We haven't seen Mike James in a while, and now he will check into this game. And we'll see the depth will be called on now with Tracy McGrady out with the flu tonight. The Rockets will have to dig into their depth on the bench.
And with Brooks in foul trouble, James is a good option.
Never know when you're going to be called on. You have to be ready in the NBA.
You have to be ready. You can't have your warm-ups on with nothing underneath.
Whoops. Now misses the hook shot. Monte Ellis right back the other way. Rushed it up. Now let's see if the Rockets can get something out of this. Mike James to the basket. Finger rolls it up, missed it. Tipped up in the air. Baron Davis. Right back the other way to Ellis. Biedrins with the follow. Got to put a body on everybody down the court. Biedrins has 10 points and 6 rebounds. He's playing with 3 fouls. Down to Yao. And Yao has it knocked away. And he's holding his left knee. Getting up slowly. Baron Davis will attack. Up and in. And 1.
Yao trying to operate on the low post. Just couldn't quite connect with the pass. Yao's holding his knee. There's a lot of contact there.
We have a timeout, 2:41 left to play in the second quarter. The Warriors making an 8-0 run.
Rockets lead the Warriors by 13 here at Toyota Center. 2:41 left in the first half as we kick it back over to Bill Worrell.
All right, Bart. Well, the reason why the Golden State Warriors have come back so much this year is they never give up. And as soon as the Rockets got a 21-point lead, then the Warriors went on an 8-0 run. And there you see the best record in the league coming back from 10-point deficits. 11 of their 27 wins this season.
And usually those four teams are some of the teams at the top of the leaderboard in points per game because they know sooner or later if they get hot, they can outscore you.
Baron Davis really hasn't gotten going here.
No, he's only got 10 points. For him, he's got 9 points. This could be 10.
Yeah.
For him, he's just about getting started. He hits a stride in the fourth quarter.
12-point lead now by the Rockets. Mike James, little zone defense. Extra pass to Battier. That's going to be woefully short.
Wide open.
Matt Barnes from the outside hits. Here come the Warriors. An 11-0 run by Golden State.
The Rockets have got to be really careful here to execute effectively on offense.
They're trying to force it into Yao Ming. Now, they were getting it into Yao, running their offense. Now, what adjustment has Golden State made?
The Rockets are just sluggish. They're just sluggish getting the ball into Yao.
2 minutes remaining.
Barnes forces one up. Monte Ellis has it stolen by Rafer Alston. Good hands by Rafer. The Rockets desperately in need of a basket. Rafer. Hit it. That's big. Three-pointer. Good pass, Mike James. Baron Davis blocked by Yao Ming. Rafer in the open court. Mike James on the drive for two.
Look how quick the Warriors get that ball down court.
You've got to get back and set up. And again, Yao could not change that shot. What a tough shot by Monte Ellis.
He's quick.
He wasn't even looking at the basket then.
Oh, he attacks the basket.
And if he did, he would have seen a big, long shadow of Yao Ming.
Sooner or later, he's 3 of 8 from the field. He's been attacking all night long.
Going to Yao off the double team. Extra pass to Rafer. Rafer Alston picked up his dribble. Luther Head misses. And the rebound to Biedrins. He's playing with 3 fouls. He has played the entire way. He's got 8 rebounds. Baron Davis with a miss. Long rebound to Ellis. Fresh 24 for the Warriors. 26 seconds left. Difference of about 4 seconds. Shot clock, game clock.
I'm sure the Warriors will be happy with just a 10-point deficit going to the half.
Rockets will have 13 seconds to get the final shot. Extra pass. Rafer Alston hits his back-to-back threes for Rafer. Huge shot. So the Rockets end up with the 2 3-pointers by Rafer Alston. It had been a 10-point game prior to that. Rockets had led by 21. They go back up 60-46. Stay with us. The Toyota halftime report is next. Don't go away. Rockets with 60 points already in this game, so they are giving Golden State a little bit of its own medicine, getting the ball up the court and getting the ball to Yao Ming, who already has a double-double.
Absolutely. The Rockets are attacking the Warriors defense, proving that they can get to the hole anytime they want. start off with the Great Wall. There he is on the pitch from Rafer. Nothing but net. Look at the elevation. The quick post up. Yao has 16 points, 13 rebounds at the half. Look at him. Getting it from all over. Offensive rebounds in transition. He was the man. He dominated the paint, and that's exactly what he has to do for the Rockets to win this game.
I'm sure the Warriors now, they tried to slow him down. They created a lot of turnovers. Rockets may have to hit that outside shot.
They got to hit the outside shot. But I'm most impressed, Bill, by the free throw shooting. They're 14 of 15 tonight after going 9 of 19 in their last contest against the Jazz.
Well, they're going to have to get every available point that's out there because you know the Golden State Warriors will score a ton of them before this game is over. Luis Scola got off to a good start, and the Rockets would like to keep him going in the second half. 60-46, the Rockets as we get ready to start the third quarter. Let's take a look at the first half stats. Rockets playing some great defense again tonight. They're number 2 in the league in opponents scoring, and they've done it again tonight. 33% for the Warriors and 13 second chance points for Houston, and shooting those free throws. Let's go to Bart.
Well, Bill, assistant coach Jack Sikma told me they were very pleased with everything they did in that first half. They need to continue to shoot the ball well. That keeps the Warriors from getting out on that fast break. And he felt like they did a real nice job keeping the Warriors in front of them and not letting them get that offense cranked up. But he said, historically with this team, they do that in the second half. They want to come out and run you to death in the second half, and that's something they want to try to defend.
Well, each team has 3 players in double figures already. Yao Ming in a double-double. He's got 16 points, 13 rebounds, 12 apiece for Luther Head and Rafer Alston, 8 points for Luis Scola.
I'll tell you what, the Great Wall was everywhere in the first half. Let's see if his stamina will allow him to do the same thing in the second half.
He's one of the leaders this year in minutes played per game. I never thought I'd see that. He's up to 37 minutes a game. And so he's missed a couple of practices. The clock did not start adequately, so they're going to blow the whistle and get it back.
How about one of the most important stats? Carl Landry, 5 points and 5 stitches.
That's right, 5 stitches, but he'll be back. First time they posted up Baron Davis. And a foul on Rafer Alston. Davis is very strong, isn't he, Clyde?
Oh, he's very strong. He knows he can overpower Rafer Alston on the low block. The Rockets are going to have to provide another a helper to double team there and to get the ball out of his hand.
Yeah, he's 6'3", but he weighs 215. He's stocky, and he's worked out, really gotten himself in the best shape of his career. And
he's a power point.
He's had some leg miseries over the last couple of seasons, but he seems like he's got that under control now.
He and Darren Williams.
Nice pass by Jackson, and Matt Barnes is able to get it down. Barnes, a veteran, starting here in the second half out of UCLA.
Interesting adjustment by Don Nelson, keeping Beekman on the bench, who has 10 points and 8 rebounds in the first half.
Yes, he had 3 fouls, too. And he played with 3 fouls the final 5 minutes of that quarter.
Yes, he did.
Luther with the miss, and Baron Davis saves it. It's going to be a defensive 3-second violation on Yao Ming.
And that was interesting because Yao was right there, 1 foot in the paint, 1 foot out of the paint. His defender was, his offensive player was right there. The judgment call.
Steven Jackson, his mom is here tonight. His mom, Judy, and a lot of his family from the Golden Triangle area. She worked at the airport there in Beaumont for years, and he always treats those folks every time he comes to Houston.
Port Arthur, Texas.
Yeah, went to high school there until his senior year, then went to Oak Hill Academy. Al Harrington misses on the 3, and Rafer tries to tip it. He tips it off the head of Baron Davis.
I don't know why Rafer just didn't grab that ball.
Well, he may have thought somebody taller was behind him. I don't know.
Go up and get it.
Scola wants to work on Barnes. He's a little bigger, stronger. That's there. Luther head. Boy, it's a good thing he brought his jump shot tonight. 14 points.
This is his kind of game.
Yeah. He's had some big games against the Warriors, especially in his rookie year. Oh, Stephen Jackson. Jackson didn't mean to bank that in, did he?
I didn't hear him call bank. But he'll take it.
Darn right he will. Scola's got Baron Davis on him. Now the double team comes over and Barnes steals the ball. Matt Barnes has Jackson on the wing, and he's fouled going to the basket.
I don't know why Scola and Yao are content to put the ball on the floor against a much smaller Golden State Warriors.
They go get it, don't they?
Yeah, every time you put it on the floor, it's like an invitation to a turnover.
Barnes, one of the really great stories in the NBA, played at UCLA. He's out of high school in the Sacramento area. Was originally drafted by Memphis in the second round of the 2002 NBA draft. Played for the Clippers, Sacramento, Philadelphia, and then got to Golden State, and he's had 2 great years back-to-back. He found himself with the Warriors.
He's matured a lot.
On the right team, didn't he?
Exactly. It's a good chemistry for him with Don Nelson.
Scola on the drive, takes it inside. A little hook shot. Oh, what a nice move by Luis Scola.
A little Keem Olajuwon there.
He's very comfortable playing with his back to the basket.
Yes, he is. He's got nice post-up moves.
Ellis, short, got his own miss and put it up and in. They have so much quickness. And Monte Ellis hits the basket. Harrington fronting Yao Ming, so they'll go to the other side. 3 seconds called on Yao. Rockets need to move the ball, Clyde.
Got to keep the ball moving. What they got to do is just play basketball.
Davis misses. Yao with the rebound.
Meaning, quit trying to get it into Yao and continue to take the ball to the basket because it's wide open. The Warriors are giving them that option.
There it is to Yao again, and another turnover by Houston. Tried to force it into him rather than get it to him in the flow of the game.
Exactly.
Baron Davis to the basket. Missed it. Chipped away to Harrington for 2. And this lead is slowly dwindling as the quarter has been started. The Warriors with an 11-4 run. Rick Adelman calls a timeout. And we got a game again. .28 left to play. A good start to the third quarter by the Warriors, 11-4. The Warriors trying to stay ahead of Houston. And look at the Western Conference right now. Denver number 9 and the Rockets are number 10. Utah, with that win last night, went all the way to number 4 by leading their division.
It's strange. A couple of losses or a couple of wins in a row can certainly enhance or take away from your position.
Rafer Alston all the way to the basket. That's the way to use the pick and roll. They favored Yao Ming on that.
You notice he went all the way to the basket,
yep,
and he finished easily.
That's what we talked about in the pregame.
They're giving him that, but the Rockets will continue to go to it.
Scola came out on Baron Davis and a throwaway, and that's good scrambling defense. Made Baron Davis give the ball up.
Exactly. That's what they need to do. Take the ball out of Baron Davis's hand because he will beat you every time.
All right, let's see now if the Rockets can create a turnover and get points from that. Luther down to Yao. Yao. Good move. Kept the ball up.
It was in the, in the pace of the game, you get it to Yao, and he makes an easy move.
That's
Don't
right.
force it.
That's right. They waited, and he got good position, sealed his man off, down low. Steven Jackson missed the shot. Jackson makes more threes covered. He and Brent Barry.
Yeah.
You know, you think you're out on them, and they're so tall at 6'8", they're able to get the shot off, even when you're out there on them.
Elevates and he leans backwards, kind of fades away.
Rafer hits another jumper. Back-to-back shots. Rafer Alston playing big here tonight. 16 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds for Rafer.
A little altercation with Baron Davis has got him fired up.
Davis misses. And Yao hammered by Harrington. No whistle. Move the ball. You heard Rick Adelman. Quit dribbling. Move it. All the way to the basket. Rafer is fouled. And there's Rafer Alston again. Penetrating inside. Doing what you wanted him to do at the start of the game.
The Warriors are giving him that. All they got to do is be aggressive enough to take it.
Quit trying to force the ball into Yao every possession and run something.
Exactly. And if you just go pick and roll like they did that time, you can get it's a race to the basket. All you got to do now is make your free throws. They did a great job in the first half. 14 out of 15. Oh, and I didn't jinx it.
Yeah, I started. Well, I'm the double jinx, so I'm keeping my mouth shut. And I don't want Mary, nice lady out there, who writes me every time. Mary, I didn't say anything. I said I wasn't going to say anything. 71-56. Steven Jackson going to the basket. Shane Battier fell down. Unfortunate foul for Shane. He fell right into the path of that on-rushing player.
Look at the rotation, though, Bill, of this defense. Look at the Rockets. Scrambling defense. See Jackson on the track. You see Rafer come help. That's good help defense. The Rockets being very aggressive on both ends of the court.
Steven Jackson has always had the talent. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, keeping his life together off the court has been a bit of a problem for the young man. But San Antonio had him, and they thought they had him in the fold for a while, but he didn't play that well. Went down to the CBA, got back.
He won a championship with the
Play a lot of it, but did win a championship. Yao trying to get the rebound. Biedrins takes it away. But he's got his everything together here and with the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, Don Nelson seems to have him under control, and he's playing really well as a result.
Some of those off-court problems have caused him to be suspended to start the season, and Yao is called for a goaltender. He was suspended for the first 7 games of the regular season. Steven Jackson was, and they went 1-6. And when he came back, they took off.
Show you his value to this team. He's the second scorer after Baron Davis, and those two guys get it done on a nightly basis.
Scola back out to Battier in the corner. Dangerous pass. Lutherhead gets open and hits.
That jumper working.
How about Lutherhead and Rafer Alston? They have hit some key jump shots tonight from that backcourt.
Yeah. Nice.
Aaron Davis picked up on the double team and swinging around with an extra pass from the corner. And a three-pointer by Monte Ellis. Ellis with 13. 10 for Davis, Biedrins for 10, 16 for Jackson. And 10 for Matt Barnes. Scola wide open. Tried to rush it. Had plenty of time. And missed it.
That's when you take the time and you power the ball to the basket.
Yep. Ellis got that up and over Yao.
Super athletic, Monte Ellis.
Back to a 7-point Rockets lead. Rockets had as much as a 21-point lead back in the second quarter. That did not last long. The Warriors have never had the lead. basket.
Unbelievable shooting by Luther Head.
7 of 13 for Luther, over 50%, 18 points.
Showing up big in Tracy McGrady's absence.
Pick and roll, Baron Davis, Scola bothers him a little bit, but he lost Matt Barnes, and that's the problem you have when you double team Davis. You better get somebody out on their shooters. And Matt Barnes has come off that bench for 13 points in 13 minutes. Luther gets a little closer for the jumper. He misses, and Barnes with the rebound. Shane knocks it away from Jackson. Biedrins is left-handed, and that was a beautiful pass. He had Yao shielded, and it's a 4-point Houston lead. They have come battling back, a 12-4 run by the Warriors. 3:13 left to play in the third quarter. And a foul is called on Stephen Jackson. First foul on Jackson. And Steve Novak will check in for Scola. You remember what happened, and they put Novak in that fourth quarter against the Utah Jazz. He had his career-high 10 points. Wasn't enough. And Jackson knocks it away from Yao. Rockets dodged that bullet. Al picks up his 17th rebound of the game. And a foul. Matt Barnes.
See Rick Adelman screaming, you can't put it down. We've been saying it all night.
Timeout on the court, 2:42 left in the third.
Golden State making a charge. They trail the Rockets by just 4 with 2:42 left in the third.
Novak is in the game with Alston, Shane Battier, Luther Head, Yao Ming.
Tell you what, now is a pivotal point in the game where the Rockets have got to show the Warriors that even though you come back, there's still a lot of fight left in this team. They really got to execute down the stretch and play some tough defense on the other end.
Novak going to pull Barnes out a little bit at the three-point line. And that loosens it up for Yao inside.
That was a finely executed play.
Now Barnes has been going down and helping knock the ball away from Yao Ming, but he can't do that with Novak out there, can he, Clyde?
No, he can't. He's got to stay closer to Steve. And not only that, the pass was high.
Harrington with the miss and the rebound to Battier.
You know, that's the equalizer. When you put your shooters on the floor, it gives Yao Ming more room to operate on the low block.
Rayford to Battier, looking down to Yao. Yao's got it. He pulled on his shirt tail, pulled it out, and he gets the basket anywhere. You can tug on Superman's cape.
He took two of the Warriors to the goal, to the rack, winning that time. For the pass from Shane. Nice, strong pass. They're pulling down all on the arm, but the Great Wall finishes strong. That's two important back-to-back baskets by Yao to kind of regain control of this game.
And a 5-point play. Last two possessions. Yao with 23 points and 17 rebounds, and it's back to a 9-point Houston advantage. At Barnes, trying to take it under Yao Ming, can't do it. He's one away now from his season high of 19 rebounds. Rayford. Over to Novak. Novak on Yao's side. Yao operating inside, turns inside, has it knocked away, thought he was fouled, no whistle. Knocked away by Shane Battier. Rayford Alston's got it. Yao's already underneath. Go to Battier. Battier. Yes! For a three!
Battier getting it done on both ends of of the court. He created the steal, came down court, knocked down the open three.
An 8-0 run by Houston at the end of the third quarter. This negates somewhat the good start that the Warriors got at the start of this period. Harrington runs right over Yao. And a whistle and a foul on Shane Battier. Thought the initial move may have been a charge.
He ran right over, he lowered his shoulder and ran right over Yao Ming. Look at that, boom. Watch his left shoulder. Great job by Yao. See, when you're 7'6", you don't get that call. If that's Scola, Landry, or Chuck Hayes, that's an automatic charge.
Well, the fact that Harrington had to put his shoulder down is why I would have blown the whistle.
It's an automatic foul. Right in front of the official.
Harrington misses the free throw. The Warriors are number 19 in the league in free throw shooting, just at 75%. Rockets number 22 at 73%. They've done a pretty good job on Al Harrington tonight, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. But Al is having trouble, shooting the ball all year long.
He's 1 for 7 tonight.
44% from the line, and then from the field. 40% from three-point land, so he's capable.
Under a minute left to play. Rockets can go 2 for 1 on possessions, leading by 11. Wait for Alston. Baron Davis out high. Overhead looking to Yao Ming. Yao's out a little farther away from the basket. 4 on the shot clock. Down to 3, down to 2. Yao missed it. And Barnes has it. Now they can go for the final shot. There'll be about a 2-second difference. Shot clock, game clock.
Looks like they're going to take the air out of it. Look for Baron Davis time. I think he's so good off the dribble.
He steps back. He'll shoot a 3. He missed it. Barnes gets it back to Jackson. Jackson shoots a 3 and misses. The Rockets get the rebound. So Golden State went on a 12-4 run to pull within 4 points, but the Rockets answered with an 8-1 run in the last 3 minutes, and here we go to the final quarter, 83-72 Houston. 12 minutes left to play in this game, 83-72. Rockets rallied back to make that a good quarter. Warriors got off to a great start. And right now, the holdup we have is one of the mascots had an injury, and he's down on the court, or she is. Watch it right there. There's,
she could have hit her head.
And the Frog is guilty.
That was definitely a flagrant foul.
It was. Is that a flagrant 1 or 2?
That's definitely a 2 because that's unnecessary and excessive right there.
Yes, it is. I hope.
And really nothing to joke about. You see Keith Jones and Keith Garnett, Rockets trainers, are down there taking a look at that poor young lady.
And she has not moved. There she is. She's moving a little now.
May have gotten some whiplash when she went down. Keith Jones is
on the spot.
He's been so busy with the Rockets over the last couple of seasons. Elston Turner talking to Carl Landry, the young rookie. Elston, one of the assistants for the Rockets. Rick Adelman brought in Elston Turner. He had him at Sacramento with him. Jack Sikma and T.R. Dunn. That's a very experienced staff. And, of course, his son, R.J. Adelman. So Rick bringing those guys with him. Elston was maybe, he and T.R. Dunn, 2 of the best defensive players.
Especially at the 2-guard position.
Elston was, I remember with Dallas when he was in the backcourt with Roe Blackman. And
Brad Davis.
And the other point I'm trying to think.
Derek Harper?
Yeah, Derek Harper. So while they're treating the young mascot, we will take a break and be back with the fourth quarter in a moment. Well, it appears that the mascot is okay, but the doctors are being precautionary now. They treat this like they would any other injury, and she's up and talking, and that's good, and she's moving. But they're going to put her on that stretcher. Boy, that's good news. She just looked like she's starting to get her wind back, Clyde.
Yeah, I think she got a bell rung. Does she know where she is? You know, the mascot, that's what they were doing. They were hitting each other, trying to get to the finish line. And so when she took a nice hit and her head came off.
Boy, now There's a tough one. She's going to walk it off. She doesn't want that stretcher. Great job. And she'll be looking for the frog in a little while.
Part 2.
We got the schedule coming your way now for the Houston Rockets. A tough little 3-game road trip. They've got the Pacers, the Bucks, and the Timberwolves. Minnesota, don't laugh. Minnesota's been playing a lot better the last week or 10 days, beating some good teams, just losing by a point to Boston. Then back here to take on LeBron James and the Cavaliers. And, boy, the Cavaliers are playing good basketball now.
Yes, they are, but that's a cold road trip, Bill. You can have that.
Yeah, thanks. Novak coming off that pick. How about that play?
A play run for Steve Novak. He can shoot the ball.
Why is it they can run a play to start the third quarter, but in the final 2 minutes of a game they can't run one?
It's called nerves.
Jackson puts it up and in. Steve Jackson. Landry will be with Novak and Bonzi Wells on the backcourt. Rafer Alston, Luther Head. They've been going most of the way at the guard positions. Mike James had some good minutes in the second quarter. Novak steps out again. Steve Novak coming off a great shooting game his last game. He had 10 points. 4 for 4. He hasn't missed a shot now. He's 6 for 6.
And this is big, Bill, because Yao is on the bench getting a breather. And the Rockets are able to sustain or build the lead.
Biedrins on the pick and roll. 88-76. All right, Matt Barnes taking Novak a little more seriously now. Alston spins it up and out. Tipped back and in by Carl Landry. Beautiful job.
Look at the execution, the hustle. I like this.
I love him. He's a good player.
7.7 stitches, Carl Landry.
That's right. Aaron Davis had to pick up his dribble. He's upset. They did not have the spacing he wanted.
The crowd wanted to travel.
Davis drives it right into Landry, and the blocking foul on Carl.
And just got to remember to get outside of that semicircle around the basket. Both feet were inside the semicircle, which is the reason the foul was called.
Barnes will come out, and Mikael Pietrus will check in. And actually, that's about as good a job as you can do on Baron Davis.
So far.
So Davis and Harrington, they've set on them pretty good, although I hate to say that on Davis because you never know when he's going to bust out.
He's very streaky and he loves to perform in the fourth quarter. So look out because you know he's going to try to put up one of those Baron Davis-like streaks.
With their head, back to Carl Landry again. Shot clock at 8 seconds. Nowhere to go with it. Now he'll go to the basket. Has it knocked away. Fast break Warriors. Baron Davis takes it up the middle, puts it up and in. Hard to stop him once he goes to the basket. He's so strong. And a 10-point lead by the Rockets.
Turnovers, usually invigorates this Warrior offense.
Yes, it does.
Please penetrate.
Bonzi gets a step, takes it in, draws the foul, and that's the way you have to do it.
See, every time they penetrate, they either get an opportunity for 2 free throws or they get a layup. The Warriors overplay and deny all night long, especially in the fourth quarter. So you have to be aggressive and take it to the defense.
Bonzi Wells will have 2 free throws. Bonzi only a 64% free throw shooter. Aaron Brooks will check into the game for Luther Head. So this will be Aaron Brooks and Rafer Alston in the game at the same time. Luther Head will get a breather. Bonzi gets 1. Rockets are 17 of 20, and the Warriors are 17 of 24. Pretty equal right there. 91-80, 11-point lead. Biedrins taking it down low. And Ellis drops it to Biedrins, and Landry got the block and the ball. What a play. Finish it with the basket. Landry, top of the key. Missed it. That's all right. He can hit that shot. We've seen him do it. Ellis, we know he can hit that shot.
We've seen him do that many times.
Monte Ellis with 17 points. His season high is 39. So Ellis can score with the best. Rayford on the dribble. Has it blocked by Biedrins. Miguel Petras missed it. Aaron Brooks puts on the afterburners. Passes inside to Rayford. Back to Steve Novak with another three. He hasn't missed a shot. In 2 games, he's 7 for 7.
This guy can shoot the ball, the lights out of the ball. I love it.
Back inside, Baron Davis. Missed the layup. Bonzi right back down again to Aaron Brooks. Aaron just hangs on the rim. And a rebound, Landry.
Offensive foul. Are you kidding me?
Call a loose ball foul on Carl Landry. Second foul on Landry. Well, Novak, every time they put him in, he just hits shot after shot. 7 for 7 in his last 2 games. Rockets trying to hold him off. 94-82 as Houston trying to hold on to that lead. Time to check in on tonight's AIG Big Man Watch. And Biedrins has some respectable numbers, 14 and 11. But look at Yao, 23 and 18.
Well, not many centers in this league are going to be able to keep up with the Great Wall on a nightly basis.
So he is back in the game now, Yao Ming, after getting a breather. And he'll be in there with Novak, Bonzi Wells, Luther Head, and Aaron Brooks. The Rowdies loving it. Novak got his new career high in 1 quarter against Utah 2 nights ago. And he's almost got it again here in this one. He's got 8 of Houston's 11 points in this quarter. C.J. Watson is checked into the game now, along with Steven Jackson. Jackson wants to work on Bonzi Wells. He'll take the jumper and hit. You got to give up something with Jackson. And
well, he's so quick. He can shoot it or take it to the basket very quickly. But you got to put pressure on this shot. You got to contest the shot.
Eight seconds down to 7. Nice little fake by Luther Head all the way to the basket. Draws the foul. Got knocked completely to the court. And no whistle. Petras back to Jackson. Will fire up a 3 and hit. 5 points in a row for Steven Jackson. He has 23 points to lead the way for the Warriors.
Now the Rockets here, they got to look like they know what they're doing out there. They look like they're not in good balance right now.
Double team on Aaron Brooks. They haven't made any move to the basket. Now they go to Yao. Yao with a ball away. Tough shot, Yao Ming. Wow.
Big buck.
25 points, 18 rebounds for Yao. I'll say that was big. 96-87. Azubuike has checked into the game. And he is fouled by Luther Head. Kalina Azubuike, who played at Kentucky and had a tryout with the Rockets
Last season.
Yeah, and looked pretty good, too. Played at Kentucky
With Chuck
Hayes, yeah.
Just a numbers game. He almost made the team. One of the last guys to get cut.
Jackson with the jumper and the miss and the rebound to Houston. 96-87. Luther Head missed the 3. 5 5:57 and counting left to play in this game. Jackson back outside to Al Harrington. And Harrington hits. 96-89.
Warriors so balanced at every position. Everyone's a threat on the court.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Rayford got it inside. Teardrops it up. Missed it. Tipped it to Yao. Yao for two. Oh, what a big tip by Rayford. And Yao finished it off. He's got 27 points. Back to Al Harrington. And he hits another three.
And that's your center popping out to shoot threes off of a pick and roll.
That's what they average, 10 threes for and attempt 28. They're 9 for 23 here tonight.
Harrington is using two hands against you.
Out of Battier, beautiful. Give and go. 100-92. Jackson to the basket. Contact, no whistle. They're not calling it the other end either, Stephen, so might as well toughen up.
Toughen up and play the game.
And now they call a foul on Harrington for just touching Yao Ming.
Yeah, he's had two hands on him for quite some time.
I know it,
It's
but
been almost violent.
called a timeout on the Warriors, and Don Nelson is giving the official a little talking to. 4.5 minutes left to play. Rockets up by 8. Rockets trying to hold on and get a big win here tonight. Let's take a look at tonight's Progressive Insurance Above the Rim replay. Carl Landry getting it done, the young rookie from Purdue.
It was a great feed from Aaron Brooks. Carl Landry will finish above the rim. That's why when guys see him, he's so powerful. They get out of his way because all you're going to do is give him a chance for a three-point play.
Houston bench tonight has 20 points, 8 points for Novak, who has not missed a shot, 3 for 3, and 7 for Landry. Novak continues his hot shooting. There you see the bench for the Rockets getting the job done against the Warriors, and that bench was shortened somewhat when Tracy McGrady had the flu and could not play tonight. They had to press Scola into starting action.
Look at that.
That's the last 2 games.
That's production by Steve Novak. That warrants more time.
These games are so important because the Rockets have the Warriors right in front of them. So it's a big game. Could count almost 2 rather than 1.
Yes.
Back outside, Rafer is wide open. He missed it. And Yao could not get the rebound.
These last 4 minutes, Bill, will be vitally important as the Warriors in 2 games, the previous 2 games, outscored this team by 26 points in the fourth quarter.
Another 3. No, that's a long 2. No, now they changed it to a 3. I thought it was a 3 to start with.
You were right.
23-17 in this quarter. Golden State. And a whistle and a blocking foul is called on the Warriors. 3rd team foul on the Warriors. Now Baron Davis and Monte Ellis will check back into the game for the final 4 minutes.
They called the foul on the pass. If Rayford just flicked it up there, he'd be shooting 2 free throws.
A 5-point Houston lead, and we still have a ton of time left.
Look at how they play Yao Ming. They're fronting him, and the guys behind him. They will not let Yao beat him on this possession.
Novak from the parking lot, short. Long rebound to Jackson. Jackson working on Novak, gets the foul.
And the Warriors are doing exactly what they like to do. Come back in the last 4 minutes of a game. They've been beaten badly for most of the game.
Yeah, they have. In fact, they have not had the lead yet.
And the Rockets have yet to show that they can put this team away in the fourth quarter. But they have another opportunity tonight.
The Warriors tonight, 18 of 25 for 72%. That's about what they do in the season. Remember now, when falling behind by 10 or more points, they're one of the tops in the league at coming back, and that's what they're trying to do. They were down by 21 points. earlier in this game. It's back to a 3-point game, and this is as close as the Warriors have been in a while. Jackson laying in the weeds.
You know the Warriors are going to overplay every pass. Again, there's a lot of room to penetrate when teams do that.
14 seconds. Yao's got his man sealed off. Harrington takes it inside and draws the foul.
Lord, that on the side as well. Yao had to be shooting.
Rick Adelman was over here. He wanted the pick and roll play run, and Yao pinned his man. They said Yao was not shooting. That is the 14th foul, so both teams now are in the penalty for the final 3.5 minutes. 14 seconds on the shot clock, remember.
High pick and roll.
Novak has to throw one up, and it's short to beat the shot clock. So the Rockets are not getting a good look. Again, it looks like they're trying to force it into Yao, and they're not
standing around.
Standing around watching.
What the Warriors want them to do.
Yep.
That was great defense by the Warriors, but the Rockets did not handle the pressure.
Aaron Davis back to Harrington. Harrington in and out. That ball went down for a second. Jackson on the drive. Jackson back outside. An extra pass to Harrington. Gets a good look. And he ties the game at 100. An 18-6 run by the Golden State Warriors. What is it about Texas that brings out the best in these guys? They beat Dallas in the first round of the playoffs last year, and they tied this game with Houston. Now, the referees got together and decided that that was a 2 and not a 3. And it was initially looked at as a 3-point, but there you see his foot. Oh, so close, just barely touching the line.
His right foot touching the line, which means it's only a 2.
That's right, and the Rockets still keep the lead. Now, Golden State is 10 for 16 from the field in this quarter for 62%. The Rockets have had problems stopping other teams down the stretch. Now Scola will be in the game along with Lutherhead, Battier, Alston, and Yao Ming.
The problem is they have trouble stopping other teams, but they also have trouble scoring.
Monte Ellis right up in Alston's grill. Rockets again cannot get anything down low. Now they go to Yao, and he's fouled.
It's the same thing. They're standing in the same spot watching each other. The ball's not moving. There's no picks being said, nothing. So easy for the Warriors to defend.
Well, they can defend it, but can they stop it? They don't have a, Harrington shaking his head going, what can I do? He's got 5 fouls.
Out of 21 so far from the line for the Rockets tonight.
Oops. Big miss for Yao. 101-99. Inside. Back outside again. Baron Davis hits a 3, and the Warriors have gone on top by a point. The first lead of the game for Golden State with 2 minutes left to play.
They seem to be playing with so much energy right now.
Yao working on Harrington. Takes it to the middle and draws. Foul is called on Monte Ellis. So now Barnes will check back in. Petrus will go out. Yao Ming will have 2 more free throws.
The first lead tonight for the Warriors, and it comes at a very good time with 1:53 left in this game. I'd like to see, this is the kind of game that could change the rest of the season for the Houston Rockets. When they have a team like the Warriors that they've had trouble closing out in the previous 2 games, come back and stay ahead and win this game. will give them a lot of momentum going into the second half of the season.
Especially doing it without T-Mac.
Exactly.
103-102. Rockets go back on top. Crowd wants defense. Baron Davis picks out Jackson at the three-point line. He drives it inside, and he throws it away. I'd almost rather see him do that than shoot.
The crowd got what they wanted. Great defense by the Houston Rockets.
Now the Rockets need to score. They got the stop. Now they have to get the basket. 103-102 Houston. Both teams are in the penalty. Yau's got it inside on Harrington. Turns, fires, and hits. Yao Ming with 32 points. 19 rebounds. Ellis fouled by Luther Head. And Monte Ellis will go to the free throw line. Ellis a 78% free throw shooter. He's one of the better ones.
I'll tell you what, that was a great defensive play by Luther Head. Looked like a clean steal. Take a look. The bounce pass to Yao. 2 dribbles, power move. Boom, you see that little move when he took a step toward the basket, knocked Harrington almost down. Probably knocked the wind out of him.
I got the jinx. 78% free throw shooter, and he misses the first. Now Biedrins will check in to play defense for Harrington on this possession, and that's what Nelly's going to do now. He's going to go defensive, offensive on all of his substitutions the rest of the way with 1:06 left to play.
Now, Nelly's a master technician when it comes to strategy.
Ellis gets 1 out of 2, so it's 105-103. We're nearing 1 minute left to play in this game. Rockets need a big finish. Need to keep scoring because you know they will.
Yes, they depend on that.
And a whistle and a foul on Biedrins.
You know, they've been getting away with mugging Yao on the low block all night long. And finally, he's starting to get the benefit of some of those calls.
They're working him hard, too. Baron Davis over there working Eric Lewis, as well as Don Nelson, and Yao will have 2 more big free throws. Al Harrington will check in for Biedrins for offense.
Talk about coming up big in the fourth quarter, where the Great Wall is doing it all on both ends of the court.
34 points. He's 12 of 13 from the free throw line. He has 19 rebounds. That ties a season high. 34 and 19 for Yao. The Rockets trying to ride his shoulders all the way to the finish line.
Now look for the Warriors to come out with their pick and roll, trying to create mismatches. Whoever's guarding Yao, look for them to step out, pop, and shoot the three-point shot. Harrington has been on the roll. Steven Jackson, Baron Davis. Those are the 3 guys to look for in this situation.
We said going in, the Rockets had painted themselves into a corner somewhat because of the bad first half of the season. And there you see a great assist by Yao Ming, but almost have to win 3 of every 4 games they play if they want to get into the playoffs, and they couldn't afford really 2 losses back-to-back, and they had a loss to Utah.
Exactly.
They had a big win over Portland. Portland was ahead of them. And then they lost to Utah, so this is why this game is so important tonight.
I agree. Every game from here on out will be important for the Rockets. If they can get healthy, they can. I think they can do it because these young players with Steve Novak, Brooks, Landry, and Scola, this looks like almost a completely new team. New energy, new players, and they're getting the job done.
Yao has been the go-to man, certainly for the Rockets in this fourth quarter. He has the last 7 points scored by Houston. Now they'll come out with Davis, Jackson, Harrington, Barnes, and Ellis. And where will they go here, Clyde?
Well, look for them to Well, Yao is out of the game. That's interesting because they know Harrington has been on the road shooting the three. So that's going to change up their strategy. But still, Jackson, Davis, and Harrington, maybe Ellis will be popping the three-point shot.
They want to stay at that perimeter. There's Baron Davis on the drive, and he's fouled from the outside, and so the shot does not count. The foul is called on Rafer Alston. That's not too good because it stops the clock and affords Davis an opportunity to get 2 points.
And that's really the last thing you want to do is stop the clock and give them an opportunity for 2 free throws. If you let them score, you want to make them run some time off the clock.
Good free throw shooter, Baron Davis.
Oh, you jinxed him good. That was great timing. Mary may not call you for this.
Harrington comes out of the game. Biedrins will come in. Yao will come in. Yao and Scola now have to get that rebound if there's a miss. You can't let them get the ball back. That time Davis got the roll. 107-104. Rockets lead by 3. Down to a precious few possessions.
Who do you think they're going to? Yao?
I'd say that's a pretty good guess. Biedrins is right behind him. Alston gives him the ball, knocked away by Baron Davis. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Very sloppy entry pass. You got to give him a direct pass to his chest. Bouncing in there.
There it is. Yao's got him sealed off. The ball won't go down, but Yao will shoot 2. He had him sealed perfectly. Luther Head with a great entry pass.
Luther was ball ready, had the ball over his head, ready to make that entry pass. And that's the way you make an entry pass to a center. Don't bounce it in there. Give it to him high over his head. Look at it. That enabled him to go along and try to make the shot because they're going to grab him to keep him from shooting.
Yao will have 2. He'll have 1 more. He's tied his season high with 36 points. He's tied his season high with 19 rebounds. Yao Ming having the game of his life tonight, and the Rockets have needed every point he's got as the Warriors take a 20-second timeout. What a game.
What a game. And this is the kind of game that they needed a break. In this game, they executed down the stretch. The Warriors fought back. And in previous games, they would fold and go on to lose this game. But not tonight.
Now, if you're the Warriors, do you have to have a 3 here because you're running out of possessions? 29 seconds left.
No, they can get a quick 2, but then they're going to have to foul. So, but being the Warriors, they're going to go for 3. They're very aggressive.
Now, I think they've made 11 three-pointers tonight. They're 11 of 26 for 42%. There's as good a chance of them to make a 3 as there is a 2.
Look for Baron Davis to just step up and out for a 3-point land.
You got Barnes, Biedrins, Jackson, Ellis, and Davis. There's the guy right there, Baron Davis. 5 of 19 tonight, not having one of his better shooting nights. Steps back behind the line. He'll shoot the 3 and miss. And Luther Head back to the other end, and Davis with a quick foul. Well, you don't see that very often. Baron Davis missing a clutch shot down the stretch, but he didn't have it tonight. 5 for 20 from the field, and I thought that Rafer Alston took the game to him early.
Yeah, that little altercation, Rafer rose to the challenge. Tonight's
Landry's signature group, Rockets player of the game. It can be none other than Yao Ming.
The Great Wall.
36 points, 19 rebounds. After Golden State took a 1-point lead, Yao outscored the Warriors 9-2 by himself to seal the victory for Houston.
But they did a good job of giving him space to operate. The execution by Rick Adelman's team was phenomenal down the stretch. And that could be the nail in the coffin.
26 of 30 from the free throw line. The Rockets having their best free throw shooting night in a long time.
Look at
Baron Davis.
Well, you knew he was going to make them. He's not going to miss too many.
He made that from about 3 steps behind the three-point line, but he may be a little too late. I thought Rafer Alston in a heads-up duel. Rafer has 17 points, 12 assists for Rafer Alston.
And 8 rebounds.
8 rebounds. And when you compare that to Baron Davis with 21 points, 6 and 6, I would say Rafer has won the battle and the war tonight.
I agree. Rafer played stellar. Luther Head had a come-out game. He had 20 points, 6 assists, and the Great Wall was just too much down low for the Warriors.
12 assists by Rafer Alston is a new season high for him. And, of course, without T-Mac in the lineup, you not only miss his points, he averages about 5 or 6 assists a game. So Rafer has made that slack up.
Skip has played some wonderful defense as well.
The Rockets have they have 28 assists on 39 baskets. Now, that's pretty good.
That's the way you draw it up if you're a head coach.
So here we go now, the final 15-plus seconds, 111 to 107. The Rockets will have to get the ball in, and you got to get your free throw shooters in there. So Aaron Brooks will be in along with Rafer, Luther Head, Battier, and Yao.
You know, anything can still happen. The Rockets have got to close this team out because they won't quit.
Nope. It's a 4-point game, so you expect to get a quick foul, and you'll have to make your free throws.
Yes. I would get it into Yao, throw it up high, let him go get it.
He's 14 of 15 from the line tonight. Into the backcourt to Aaron Brooks. He'll dribble off the seconds. Watson can't catch you. Well, he finally did. Did that little guy go or what?
He's so fast.
You know,
unbelievable.
C.J. Watson's got some wheels. He can run. He was having trouble catching.
But it's a different level when you're guarding Aaron Brooks. Watch the quickness. C.J. Watson's trying to foul him right away. Look at that.
That's a weapon. And he's also, in his career, well, I'm not going to say anything, Mary. He's 90% in his career at Oregon, and he's been shooting them well here. That had a good spin on it, but it just did not go down.
And usually Aaron Brooks is very clutch.
Still a 4-point game with 12 seconds to go. Both teams still have a 20-second timeout remaining. Missed them both. And the Rockets go on the floor to get it back. 8 seconds, down to 7 seconds, down to 6. Davis from way downtown misses again. The rebound to Battier, and the Rockets are going to win the game. Yes. What a great, great victory for the Houston Rockets without Tracy McGrady, who had the flu tonight. Yao Ming steps up big. The big fella had 36 points and 19 rebounds, including 9 points down the stretch by himself. And the Rockets beat their old nemesis, the Golden State Warriors, in a big, big win for a playoff spot. 111-107 Houston. Stay right here. Coming up after the break, we'll have complete post-game coverage on Rockets Live.